Hey, it's Jason from Bohemia Bees, and in this episode, we're making bourbon honey. Stay tuned. All right, so everybody loves flavored honey. A lot of people who buy honey will buy honey that has a specific flavor note or floral note to it. There's things like orange blossom honey and blueberry honey and various other types of honey. You have wildflower honey. Most people who produce honey, or most beekeepers who produce honey, produce a wildflower honey. And that wildflower is a distinction because of where the bees are foraging. So the nectar sources are from wildflowers. So that could be a blend of clover, dandelions. It could be a mix of anything, some tree flowers that are unique to your region. And that's what we sell here at Bohemia Apiary. On our store, put a link in the description below, you can purchase our honey here from the eastern shore of Maryland. And that's where we produce our honey. We really just do one seasonal honey. We don't have a specialized honey that we produce. However, in this episode, we're going to talk to you about how we're going to make bourbon honey. Bourbon honey? Bourbon honey? Yes, bourbon honey. We have acquired a 5-gallon barrel that's been recently dumped that had a local aged bourbon. So it's a distillery that we knew through a contact, and I can get you a link in the description below of that contact if you want to purchase these barrels. When I pull this bung plug out, that plug will still have, there'll be no liquid or full liquid within this barrel, but there'll be in the grains of the wood inside the barrel, it's infused with the aged bourbon that was in it when they were aging it. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take 5 gallons of honey, or just slightly shy of 5 gallons of honey for the most part, pour it in this barrel, set it up to rotate, and rotate it probably every few days, maybe every week. We'll get back down to the shop and we'll rotate it around. We're going to let this sit in that barrel for a while, probably a couple months, 6, 8, 9 months. And maybe this time in the wintertime or maybe late fall, we're going to open that barrel up and we're going to screen it out and we're going to taste the honey. Okay, so we've set the barrel up a little higher up off the ground. We've got our 5-gallon bucket of honey up here. And we've got this hole now, or the bung hole. That's what they call it on a barrel, bung hole. We've removed the plug, okay? And you can smell the bourbon still in there. There's no liquid in there. It's just the smell, the remnants that's in the wood. An easy way to get it from here to here, because really there's no surface that's perfect that you can put this under a bucket or under a spout. We've taken a 2-pound bottle, clean one, and we're going to put that in there as a funnel. So that when it pours out of here, it'll pour in here and flow down into there. And so if we're starting to fill it, we know where we're at when we're filling it. So let's get to work. So it's going down inside the barrel. All right, so we drained all 5 gallons of honey in that bucket into that barrel. Now we're going to close it up and let it sit. This may take a while. Okay, so we came back day 2, and on our barrel, because it's a wooden barrel and honey and moisture will find any gap it can, it started to seep out the seams, very slightly, just some drips. We know that we were told by someone else who did this that you should really just try to either seal the seams. So we're going to do something with beeswax. Why not, right? We're going to coat the entire barrel with beeswax so that it seals all the seams and the honey can't seep out. We're going to get to work. All right, we're back the next day, and it looks like our beeswax seal worked. There isn't any leaking or through the seams. Looks pretty sealed up, so I'd say that was a pretty good idea. And now it's just really coming down here and rotating this barrel every few days to continue to allow that bourbon residue in the barrel and the barrel to seep into the honey, or the honey to seep into the barrel, really to give the unique flavor we're looking for. We're not going to be able to test this or taste this on this video, but if you subscribe, hit the subscribe button down in the corner, and you follow our channel, you'll be able to see part 2 of this video in a couple months when we crack open this barrel and we taste the honey inside. You don't want to miss that one, so make sure you're a subscriber. Comment below if you've ever tasted bourbon honey before and what your favorite bourbon honey is, if you taste a certain type of bourbon honey. I know there's groups like Angel's Envy that have making bourbon mixes, and Woodford Reserve have done that as well. We wanted to try it. This is not a specific brand of bourbon that was in here. It was just a local distillery that we had received it from. So we're anxious to test it out. We've got local honey, local residue of bourbon inside this 5-gallon barrel, and we're going to wait for a few months and we're going to see what it tastes like. So stay tuned for part 2 coming up, probably in 6 to 8, maybe 9 months. We'll crack it open and test it. You don't want to miss that one, so make sure you're a subscriber. Thanks for watching here on Bohemia Apiary. For us, well, as you can see, beekeeping is definitely more than a hobby. Thanks for watching, everyone.